Hello guys, bit of a weird one this, because yesterday a pal of mine came round and he'd found this in the street. Someone had left it outside their house. It's an electric cooling box, 12 volt cooling box for caravans and stuff. It does hot and cold. Reckons it'll get it hot up to 65 degrees. Interesting. Anyway, it didn't work. When he plugged it in, he played with it, he couldn't get it going. So he brought it round to see if I could make it work, and I fixed it. Both the power supply and the cable that goes in the cigarette lighter were both broke. The fuse had gone in, the internal fuse in the power supply had gone, and there was a connection fault in the lighter cable. So I fixed both of those, plugged it in, and this fan down here was going skip. So I took this panel off and opened it up, and inside there's a piece of rubber, like a foam rubber block, and it had just slipped. So it was just catching on the fan. It's been doing it a long time though, because it's took the edge off some of the fan rotor blades there. But anyway, stuck that back in place, put it back together. Absolutely sweet as a nut. Had it on test for 2 hours last night. It does hot and cold, no problem. Also, he's got a strimmer. It's a Ryobi strimmer. And he's been going through battery packs in it like it's going out of fashion. Well, you can tell there's two here. These had both broke. Both of them were showing, well, one of them was showing 0 volts and the other one was showing about 7. So it doesn't look like you can get into a lot of this stuff, but you can get into these. If I do another one for him, I'll show you what they're like inside. There's a Torx fitting on top. Leave that, you don't need to undo it. Flip it over and take these Torx out here at the bottom that have got the security stud in them. They've got a little pip in the middle of them. Take all 4 of them out and then pull it apart. There's some foam runs down each side of here, just as packing, that holds it in. That's all it is, just pull it apart gently. And this top bit will come away. And it'll, as you turn it over, all the cells are in it, and this bottom piece here is just like a bath that they sit in. You can very slowly remove the electrical connections. They're all spot welded on. You can undo them all and stick some new cells in it, which is exactly what I did with this one. I put some new cells in it last night, and now it is rocking 18.4 volts. Thank you very much. And I could probably take it a bit more, but I want to leave it and see what his charger does to it. I think with all of these powertool batteries, it's the chargers that are doing them in. The charger for this pack is a 3 amp charger, a 3 amp output at 18 volt. So, and it gets red hot. There's a massive heat sinking back at battery pack. So it's definitely thermal what's killing them. But all lots fixed, so with a bit of luck I can prize a couple of pounds out of him today. Now then, another thing that happened is when he come past, he'd found this in a skip. Isopon P38 in a skip with 2 packets of hardener. So I give it a really good mix up and did a little test piece. It works. So I've strawberry creamed my bike with it. I was worrying about all that glass fibre looking a bit tatty. Not now. Yeah, he said I can use as much of this as I want. He's pulled it out in a skip, so there's enough there to do all bike twice. So I'm just pinking it up one time, and when this is dry later I'm going to sand it off and I'll get a level of cosmetics I never dreamed of getting. I really wasn't going to buy this filler. I didn't want to spend money on there. I'm just looking good. Not bothered about that. I want it to work first. But yeah, superb. Well done, my pal Tol. So yeah, pulled that out of a skip, and in return I've managed to fix all other things he found. Happy days. Thanks again to Rhinoa for all the motor chat. It's really important, fella. I know very little about it, and you're helping me a lot. I know it might seem trivial to you, but to me it's opening a lot of doors to understanding. So I'm going to keep going with this today. I've decided to have a day on cosmetics now, since I've got this Isopon stuff. I'm going to pog it all up, go out to the shop and buy some bits of cable and some connectors this afternoon, and I'll come back, and later on tonight I'm going to get my sander out and spend forever sanding it probably, but get it looking somewhat like anyway. Strawberry cream. Till next time.